Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video we're continuing a look at classic Doctor Who. We're now on the final season of the Fourth Doctor, and this is Full Circle from 1980. Previously we'd had Meglos, and the next one will be State of Decay. Now, this is season 18, and it is the third story. But it is also the first story of the E-Space trilogy. It consists of four episodes. And they were transmitted between the 25th of October to the 15th of November 1980. Now, it's written by Andrew Smith, and this was his first TV story. He was actually a very young writer, and he's done such a lot of work for Big Finish in terms of writing, and also doing more novels of lost stories. A great Doctor Who writer, fantastic. And then it's directed by Peter Grimwade. Now he directs Logopolis 1981, which is coming up very soon. The Fourth Doctor's brilliant last story. Also, he directed Kinder 1982, which is very well thought of. And also another one, Earthshock 1982. That is always in the considered, one of the great, all-time great Doctor Who stories. Earthshock, fantastic. Now, the music is by Paddy Kingsland. Fantastic music again. The script editor is Christopher H. Beanmade, and it's produced by John Nathan Turner, who continues right through to 1989. Sylvester McCoy as the Doctor. So it's a very long period in time in terms of Doctor Who as the producer. Now, let's get through the cast. We've got Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor. We've got Lalla Ward as Romana. And we've got now Matthew Waterhouse, who plays Adric, a new companion. And this was his second acting role, so he's very new to acting. I sometimes wonder with Adric is that he gets quite a bad rap, I think, sometimes amongst fans. He divided opinion, certainly. But this is very much an early start in his career. And I think that kind of went against him to some extent. But I think he does a good job at what he's got to do. And of course, his story that he's involved in, Earthshock, is quite a big story and a way to leave the series as well. Unforgettable and always will be remembered. Then we've got John Leeson, who's the voice of K9. So let's go through the rest of the cast. We've got Leonard Maguire, who plays Draith. He was in the films The Awakening, 1980, Little Dorrit, 1987, A Dry White Season, 1989, and Victory, 1996. Then we've got James Bree, who plays Nefred. He was in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969, which is absolutely brilliant. I love it, James Bond. Satan's Slave, 1976, another great horror film. The Odd Job, 1978. And Without a Clue, 1988. And also, I should have mentioned, in Doctor Who terms, he appeared in The War Games, 1969, and also in The Trial of the Time Lord, 1986, in the Ultimate Foe section. Then we've got Alan Rowe, who plays Gareth. Previous Doctor Who appearances, Moonbase, 1967, Time Warrior, 1973 to 74, Horror of Fang Rock, brilliant story, 1977, and he's a lot of TV series and TV films. Then we've got George Baker, who plays Login. He was in The Dam Busters, 1955, Curse of the Fly, 1965. He was in You Only Live Twice, 1967, a Bond film, which I think is one of my all-time favourite Bond films, as is On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969, that he was in. And also he was in The Spy Who Loved Me, who is, well, that is perhaps considered the best Roger Moore performance as James Bond. Fantastic. He was in 39 Steps, 1978, and North Sea Hijack, 1980, which incidentally Roger Moore starred in. Let's get into what this story is about. It centers on the planet of Alarizos, and these humanoids live in this grounded spaceship. It's called the Starliner. It's massive there, and that's where they live. And they seem to be constantly checking and looking at it, and it's grounded on this planet, but the idea is that one day it will take them away from this to their back to where they come from. Now, this society which is inside this is ruled by 3 deciders, and every 50 years there's this, what is known as the Mr. All. Not the Mr. Ons, the Mr. All, which comes this, and everybody sort of fears that this is going to come, and I say it happens every 50 years. And we see Adric, who is a younger member of the colonists, and he's he's going around with his star on. He's a mathematician, very good at maths, and his brother is one of the outsiders who lives outside, who don't want to be part of all this society. And I say Adric ends up meeting the Doctor and Romana because, well, things start to happen. And as we know, when things start to happen, when the Doctor's involved, something bigger is going to happen. And that's exactly what happens. As usual, the Doctor gets involved in this whole story. I'm not going to go into all the details of the story, but the one significant part is that Romana is bitten by a spider, and we see her transformed, and that's really a nice bit in the story. Also, you notice straight away that K9 is definitely going to be leaving Doctor Who soon. Not in this story much at all, and they still remove him from the story pretty quickly, I would say. Overall, I think this is a very enjoyable story, and it follows on quite well. I think as this concept of the East Space trilogy is interesting. There's something they're trying again new. It's in the final season, and we know from what is going to happen in terms of the introduction of a new companion with Adric. He's going to be part of the coming Fifth Doctor storylines. And of course, we know Romana will be leaving, as will K9. So there's a lot of significant things happening in this final season. And Tom Baker is as ever Tom Baker. And you can't help but still love Tom Baker, whatever he does. So great things again in this story. Fantastic. I just love it. This got a VHS release in 1997, and in 2009 on DVD, it was released into this box set, and this was the individual title. There is the full circle back there, and show you inside like I normally do. Look at that, it's a lovely disc illustration on there, and the nice little leaflet that we always get there. This is a really nice box set that was released. And then, of course, in 2019, it's on this. Yes. The whole of season 18 on the Doctor Who collection. Fantastic. I love these. There we are, there's the back. Lots of special features as usual. More. Just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So this story has done very well on physical media. And it's well worth watching. As is all that, getting the whole season 18. Great experience. Highly recommended. And that's it. I think I've gone on far too long again. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and we'll let you know when I put out these videos. You can also look in the playlist and you can see all the previous reviews I've done of Doctor Who. But I do a lot more things. If you look, I see I review films and TV series, also a bit of music. And if you like this video, please give this video a like. If you give it a like, it gets it onto YouTube and up the algorithms and all that stuff. And if you got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments and I'll always answer them. And that's it. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.